doing lot of things to the farmers, and so many schemes you sir mentioned about the 10 schemes, and these people are now aware. People are aware. I very frequently go to the DD Kisan, madam जानती हैं उसमें. I go there and we tell the people that yes, now there are so many schemes for which the farmers are getting. But one thing, sir, I request you that you showed your journey and you are now a farmer. Not as a chief justice, but as a farmer you are doing that. Sir, you please introduce some livestock in your this, because this 20 or 30 acre is a good land, and by mixing this livestock with agriculture, the problem which the farmer are facing, that they are not getting the profit or they are not getting that margin, so that can compensate for that. And I always speak that if really we want to double the income of the farmer, and one more thing, sir, if we really want the empowerment of the women, empowerment in our country, then the livestock is the only sector which can provide the, because in every state, the God has given us so much type of the breeds in different agroclimatic zone. India is the only country. India is the only country where the God or whatever you say or nature, they have given us the type of the livestock specific to that agroclimatic zone. So we should encourage these farmers to keep some livestock, and the livestock, they are the real, the farmer can get benefit from them. And last thing, sir, is that the value addition. Nowadays, yesterday I was talking with some NGO working for the farmers, and I told that persons from NGO that if you really want that the farmer, particularly women farmers in the villages, in the rural area, we should encourage them to keep some livestock, particularly if that area is good for goat, they should go for goatry. If that area is good for the piggery, they can keep the piggery. So this type of mixing of that, the farmer from the opposition, they were throwing their milk on the we made a video of that, and I advised them, people from that you don't know this milk on the road. What you do? You can't make cheese, you can't make paneer because they have a limited supply. But you can make the ghee from that. And that went in the social media, that my video went in the social media. And the people started making the ghee, and that saved that money and they could get. And this was the only sector, livestock sector, which did not suffer during the COVID period. Otherwise, every sector suffered. So that is some of my experiences. Sir, I am also very fortunate that I heard you, and after hearing from you, I cannot speak more. But thank you, Mr. Dominic, and thank you, Madam Mamta ji. हम लोगों ने साथ में बहुत काम किया है, and the thing which I am really happy to see the environment here, and this is your office, Mr. Dominic. This is a Sampurna Bharat. The young generation people, they are from all states. I never thought, before coming to, I never thought that you have the young people, young mind from the different states. So this is the strength of your unit. And second, that on every floor, so many plants, and they are nicely maintained. They are nicely maintained, and you have given me also plant. This is a good thing which should encourage that whatever we take a small memento or souvenir, that will, but this plant gift is more important, and so thank you very much for giving this.
Thank you for your kind words, sir. Now I would like to request Mr. Bruno Kumar, Head Strategic Affairs, Sonalika Group, to please come on stage and share a few words with us.
Good afternoon, sir. I am blessed rather to be a part of this event today. It's not just a moment of satisfaction, but really a blessing. And I'm sure it would, grow into something more. Not about agriculture, but what I see you as, I would say, an eminent personality who can really impact the Indian agriculture. One is that you know what agriculture is, and also you have the connections to take the voice of farmers quickly and in the right way, right? With the true justice, it's not coated with any biases towards them. So I believe that you hold the torch and a bigger responsibility even after having done so much. Probably we would have another 1,000 pages of what we did in agriculture is what I believe, and I am sure that will serve this country as well. And I've been into tractors and mechanization for many years, and we always feel that we need to do more. And 35 years have passed, and I think very little has happened. So, when we joined as young engineers, we thought we would turn the world around. But today I can say that not much could happen, and still we will strive for it. And there are 2 or 3 things which I believe, as you rightly mentioned, like you could afford to have 20 acres, 30 acres, but look at the land size today in India, it's hardly 2 acres. And so these FPUs is, I think, a really powerful way of, bringing power in the hands of farmers. And it's more on papers than on ground. So probably if you can look at it as a FPOs, because it brings all the farmers together. The land size becomes big. They can also get funding. They can also, sell their produce at a better price. They can also do marketing. So otherwise these middlemen will continue to eat out the hard things. So I believe FPOs, NGOs, and how they can be together is what I believe. I, as an individual, believe can be an answer, and probably you, with your wisdom, can explore this and take it, in the benefit of agriculture. And Sir Dominic, Madam, and Sirs, and all of the people here, it's always pleasure to come back to this place, and it really instills pride that yes, we are a part of agriculture. And after listening your story, sir, I don't think I would ever retire. I am truly saying that. And on this August day, madam, I also would like to announce that yesterday I have started a company of my own.
Wow.
And it's for agriculture drones. So it's to help the farmers with modern technology. As you said, the youth is not trying to work because they don't want to, really swap. But probably a drone or something will keep them in the farm, keep them in the village, but yet contribute to the agriculture. And the drone has a lot of benefits in terms of speed, accuracy, precision, less contamination, and timely action. So I believed in that. So I am expanding my horizon from mechanization to drones, and I'm really blessed that I'm announcing this in front of the people who really matter and in front of you, which I think is a real blessing to me. So thank you very much, sir, and all of you. God bless.
So I would like to present you with a token of gratitude. Next, we would like to welcome Mr. Sanjay Sethi, Executive Director, Plant-Based Food Industry Association. Please come forward.
Sathasivam, sir. Your Honor. Very happy to be here. Actually, I did come with a prepared speech because I came to listen to you. But I also got the opportunity to meet Dominant Shaini and of course Mamtaji. I really connected with what you said, Mr. Pathak, and also me. The energy in this room gives me some goosebumps. I wish I was born 20-30 years later, because it looks like party is about to start and we will be gone when it will be at its peak. But wishing you all the very best, young men and young women. I come from Haryana. I'm an agriculture graduate. I did my master's from Institute of Rural Management, and since last more than 3 decades, I have been in food and agriculture. Part of it outside the country, and now I represent Plant-Based Foods Industry Association, which is a new association having 150 members, which basically of all the food and agriculture industry minus dairy and meat because of sustainability reasons. So I come from Haryana. So in Haryana there is a saying, "Jiski lathi uski bhais." In English it means might is right. Right? So Alvin Toffler wrote 2-3 books. One of that was Power Shift, and he said what are the types of power? The most popular and the basic power was the manpower, and that's how all the Raja, Maharaja and Britishers, they used the gun to rule us. And then came the money power, whether it is Ambani, Adani or anybody. So they find their way in influencing the policy of the country, not only in India. In every country, the moneyed people have their own way of exercising that influence, that power. So that money power, I think most of us don't have, other than Dominic, nobody has that power. So the third power, which they said was actually the real power, the most powerful power, and that is the information and knowledge, which I think we are doing. We are empowering the farmers. We are all of us are gathering that knowledge every single moment the information is creating, we are capturing that, and it has a lot of power. And a proof of that was the startup revolution which happened recently. So when Mr. Pathak said that farmer is being exploited, so think in that terms. जिसकी लाठी उसकी भैंस, तो लाठी किसकी चल रही है? कहीं पर मिडलमैन की चल रही है, कहीं पर कस्टमर की चल रही है. So the listing fee in our industry is 40%, 25%, 30%. It's insane. It's insane to give such a huge profit of a product to the retailer. Why? Amul doesn't give that kind of a profit to the retailer. Unilever doesn't do. Dabur doesn't do. ITC doesn't do, because these are the established brand. Customer झक मार के वो लेने आता है. But when it comes to startups, they use that power. In some cases, that power is being wielded by the middleman, but not in all the cases, because I found the commodity trade, the entire trade happens at 2% margin, and sometimes this 2% is minus 2%. Right? So it's not that every time farmer is a loser. So when the inflation goes up, and that means many of you cry, because as consumers you will cry, but agriculturists, they don't cry, because they know that it will only take 2 months for the stocks to be depleted. After that, the entire benefit of inflation is going to go into the pocket of farmers. So it's not that every time farmer loses that. And those farmers who are agile, who are informed, who have knowledge, who are looking at all the opportunities all the time, they end up making more money. In the Western concept, the big farmer, they have the negotiation power, and they don't let the middleman to take money. It's the farmer who makes money. In our case, because the farmers are so small farmers, if you do not have a cooperative like Amul, the farmer is lost. But when there is a cooperative like Amul or such organization, they safeguard the interest of the farmers. So they don't let the intermediation to become the powerful force, farmers themselves unite together and become a power and make sure that they get the terms of trade in their favor and also not overcharging the consumer. Unfortunately, recently it is let gone astray because we saw Karnataka versus Amul, we saw Tamil Nadu versus Amul. That was not the original objective of the cooperative when it was envisaged, because there are 6 cooperative principles, and the 6th principle is cooperation amongst cooperatives. So somewhere I think Amul forgot that the 6th principle, that it has to cooperate with other cooperatives and not compete and kill those cooperatives. And that's why Stalin in Tamil Nadu and Karnataka government in Karnataka stood up against Amul. They said nothing doing, we will not allow you to come and roger and finish our farmers. In the same spirit, the entire dairy industry stood up to who? Small young boys and girls who were setting up the oat milk, soy milk, and this thing. And the managing director, the federation, the dairy federation chairman, he said, "Oh, how is it that 400 rupees desi ghee and dalda 800 rupees? What is this plant-based food movement?" I mean, we were running for cover. I said, "Wow, what a knockout!" Because the plant-based food industry was not dalda ghee. But he put it in such a way that any person who is on the go, who would read, he would say, okay, this industry has come, which is fleecing customer for more, for offering something which is less, which is not true. So can you see what is that we are struggling with as plant-based food industry? That the young boys and girls, they came up with some amazing innovative products. Sometimes they succumb to Reliance or the big retail companies by paying huge money to them. Sometimes they succumb to the dairy industry or meat industry, which gets rattled because in the US the liquid milk has gone up. 30% of the liquid milk which is consumed by adults is plant-based. So the same news comes here. The entire dairy industry is now feeling threatened that these young boys and girls, the number of startups which was just 150 last year has gone 1,000 this year. So that means in last 1 year alone, we have got 600 new startups which have been born and 60 have failed and closed shops. So what we are talking right now here is that there is a power that is there, which is there with the knowledgeable people. Agriculture world is doing the same thing by empowering farmers to take the decision in its own favor, so it doesn't get exploited, but uses the power of knowledge and information to stand up to the competition. And the same thing at PBFIA we are also doing by using our knowledge, our spirit, our agility to stand up to the huge competition which comes from the other industries, from the customers, sometimes by the logistics service provider, and so much. So we are in this time. And you have an amazing opportunity because all this is unfolding in front of you and you can really help us. Only my request to you, please help us, because we can only come to you to come for help, because you are the one who come to the help of the farmers, and these farmers will benefit a lot, whether they are doing oats, whether they are doing soybean milk, or whether they are doing other products from where we are extracting proteins and we are setting up a cluster outside of Delhi in Bhiwadi, so that this protein which is extracted from there is not only exported but also using the cost of these new products which are coming out. Some of those products are called mock meat, some of those products are called plant-based chicken, plant-based meat, so that we are able to convince the consumers to go away from meat, which is not making sense, because you first feed 10 kilograms to the animal and then you get 1 kilogram. It's not making sense. So that's how, if India has to grow, it does not have to grow through the meat or through the animal products, because we don't have so much more land for the water. So I rest my case here. Thank you very much, and also thanking the entire team, including my friend Sani and Mr. Kapoor and everybody. So thank you very much for this.
So, there's a program actually on the side.
person in agriculture extension, not only nationally but internationally. We got together.
When it comes to it, so you may have schemes, you may have money, but in the absence of technology, you don't have to. That's what you had mentioned, Dr. Patel have been mentioning. So therefore, my first and foremost submission is, let the technology delivery systems, or what we call it as the extension services, should be addressed thoroughly. And second, this is, I say with my full conviction, and having worked with Krishi Jagran for almost 20 years, having worked with planning commissions for almost 7 years. And studying research institute, I'm convinced that technology, delivery mechanism, will have this thing. And when I speak about technology, delivery mechanisms, we have 6 or 7 windows. Number one, sir, research organizations, whether it is Indian Council of Agriculture Research Institutions or state agricultural universities, they have research dissemination mechanism available. And Krishi Jagran Kendra is one of the prominent link in that system. Then we have development departments, they have schemes and programs, and you have village extension workers, agriculture extension officers, and that kind of mechanism. What I have seen, sir, and you rightly mentioned that, in crop sector, the technology delivery mechanism is, in shape. But when it comes to sir, other sectors which are contributing very significantly, Dr. Patel will agree with me, that horticulture, animal husbandry, dairy, poultry, fishery, these segments they are contributing very significantly in agriculture GDP, but the extension services are either weak or totally missing. And there is one area which we may have to address. Sir has mentioned about why young people wanted in agriculture, required in agriculture, to push agriculture. But there is social dimension. For example, as a father, if I have to marry my daughter, and if I have 2 proposals, one is a very wealthy farmer, and one is a white-collar boy working in Pune or Bombay. And then I asked my daughter, will you marry a farmer, a wealthy farmer, or a city-based white-collar kind of person? I'm sure daughter will opt for B, another farmer. Meaning that we may have to have a social dimension brought in favor of farming. And therefore, your idea comes of promoting, startups, entrepreneurs, partners in agriculture, the young fellows getting into that. Now, the startup will provide something to an agriculture man. He will have his own office. He will have 3-4 people working for him. He will have a 4-wheeler. Perhaps I can convince my daughter that it can be a better option, but you have to get everything at your disposal. And therefore, as I mentioned, that we have to bring in a social value to agriculture then only we can get young boys, young girls, and getting into agriculture and contributing significantly. Another dimension is, rather than waiting for a long list of the government India schemes, government of India schemes, or the state government schemes, or the district administration schemes. Selvi mentioned that, empowered farmer groups, empowered farmer women, they can do quite a lot. Answer, having come from a small village in Maharashtra, Sangi district, I have seen at the grassroots level that the moment when you have organized farmer groups, they can do this. For example, in Maharashtra, you name a commodity, and there is, you have farm organization like Maha Grape, Maha Mango, Maha Banana, Maha Pomegranate, so on and so forth. The producers have come together and put a pressure on the supply side, and like cooperatives, large number of the farm organizations and farmer producer companies are coming up now. At the moment I am an employee of a farmer producer company working in agriculture, I have a brand of social equity. Sir, I mentioned earlier. Another very good dimension is, if I have to modernize my agriculture, then what are the things that I should look for? A, technology, the best of the technology, whether it is domestic or abroad. B, the input support services, because that is an essential part of agriculture, modernization. C, fertilizer, plant production material, etc., etc. The third is, how I get linked to my market. I may produce lot in abundant quantity, but if I am not able to dispose it all, again I'm back to square one. And therefore, market integration will have to be taken care of as we progress. If I talk about the produce, the aggregated produce by the farmers coming together will have better price discovery and better disposal than a small farmer with a limited quantum of produce struggling with the market. You cannot beat the market. But aggregated farmers coming together will have a better price discovery and better disposal of the produce. Again, if I have to modernize my agriculture, I must have a proper value chain management. Starting from the production, input management, getting produce properly linked to the market, maybe to the processing and value addition. And that last chain is very important. We may have to move from production to processing, value addition. What we call it as secondary agriculture, or processing, value addition. And here comes the role of global farmers, entrepreneurs, to hunt for not only the Indian market, but markets abroad. And therefore, sir, Dominic said, I will not take more time because I already much in this state. Couple of other points. When I talk about farming, there are some areas which are resource endowed. For example, Western UP, Western Maharashtra, parts of there is a southern Karnataka. If you have endowed natural resources, agriculture moves on its own. But there are challenging areas like rainfed areas, floodplain areas, tribal areas. There comes a real challenge of developing agriculture. For example, rainfed areas of southern Maharashtra, northern Karnataka. Yeah, Dominic sir is doing the signal. Otherwise, sir, As I mentioned, sir, that, having studied in Pusa Institute and worked with agriculture in, Krishi Jagran Planning Commission, sir, I have seen this domain little closely. And,
Than anyone of us.
and now, I think time has come that in agriculture, will have to be a challenge by young population. They should get into the MBA graduates, MBA, IIT graduates are getting into agriculture and trying to find a place by promoting, what you call it as internet platforms, linking farmers on one side and markets on the other side and making money. That should happen. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Now I would like to request Mrs. Mamta Jain to please come forward for a vote of thanks.
Thank you, Anika. Good afternoon, everyone. I guess my team members are quite tired now, standing since a long time, so we won't take much time. But I feel very honored and very humble today because our KJ Chopal is blessed with, as they always say, that the tree laden with fruit always bends down. And today we have personifications of that proverb in our KJ Chopal. An epitome of humility, sir. The join of animal sciences with us, but still so humble and so loving and so caring for everybody. And you go to him for any help and he'll be very prompt in responding. Bimal sir, represents, he's the most popular face of agriculture mechanization in India. Sanjay sir, of course, the bridge between agriculture and food. So we have such eminent people among us, so much to learn from them and so much to cherish from the moments we spend with them. So thank you so much, sir, for gracing this hall and this KJ Chopal for us today. Thank you so much. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir. And we look forward